For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. My name is Paul Dingeman. Glad you are along. I've got very important information for you today. And at the end of the show, a fun little segment from the principal at Holy Cross, where she sent us a video about what happens when a principal is in a school by herself during a snow day. So stay tuned for that. Joining us once again, Sergeant Don Ennis from the Corporal. I'm going to promote you.
Promo, yeah.
Just let me do that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Corporal.
Correct.
Don Ennis, nice to see you.
You too.
From the St. Clair Police Department.
Correct.
You were on a few weeks ago, and we just got rave reviews.
Great.
We really did. We
Yeah.
had lots of people watch the show, and you had some important information to disseminate, and that is no different today. Mm-hmm. CVS has become a great partner of many municipalities around the country, and now they've joined the City of St. Clair Police Department in trying to get rid of medications that are in people's
around their houses. So we had a dilemma at our department where people would bring in medication. We would have to turn them away. Say, mm-hmm. you want to come to the police department to the responsibility to dispose of these medications. We'd turn these people away. People who have lost a family member or just unused medication around the house. So we always turn these people away. So that was kind of my dilemma of how can we fix this. So it was a simple Google search, and I Google searched prescription partnerships. First thing that popped up was CVS, and they had a local partnership with local police departments where you can get a receptacle to dispose of these medications. And it was a simple thing of me applying for it. It was actually kudos to CVS. It took about a 2-week turnaround. I applied for it, I got the box, and they shipped it within all 2 weeks.
It's sitting in the lobby of St. Clair City Hall.
Correct.
At 547 North Kearney Drive in St. Clair. And you've only had it here about a week and a half, maybe?
I think about, 3 weeks total.
3 weeks total?
Yeah.
And you've already collected lots of medications.
We got about 5 pounds.
5 pounds?
And of all pills of medication. And these are pills that were just laying around the house that, could have been consumed by kids or children or thrown on the toilet or in the garbage, polluted our water system. So these turned up at our department, 5 pounds of it.
Right. That's just a
phenomenal.
staggering number in one community.
Yep, 3 weeks, 5 pounds.
Is there any restrictions on what you can bring or how you can bring it?
We do have some limitations for it. We typically don't take syringes or any type of aerosol, asthma, cartridges, stuff like that. It's mostly just dry pills that we take.
When I go to my prescription, when I have a prescription, my name is on it, there's a number on it. Should I get rid of that information?
We encourage people to put them in a Ziploc bag.
That's a good idea.
And then to drop it into the receptacle center or the receptacle box. But we also, the phenomenal people at City Hall, they purchase Ziploc bags. And we have a little note on there. It says if you want to keep your name, address private, ask the City Hall. It'll give you a Ziploc. You'll dump all your pills in there, and you can take your pill bottles home with you.
That's a great idea. That gives you some comfort.
The ladies at City Hall were phenomenal with coming up with that idea.
We've spotted a really good video, and I'm going to have the control room put that up, and you and I can talk about it after. But it sort of describes what we've been talking about here. So let's take a look at that right now.
Mom, Dad.
Before you throw out those unused medicines,
just think for a minute.
Grandma, Grandpa, all you guys take meds. That's why you gotta dispose of your old pills correctly.
those pills for your back pain or migraines.
When you throw them in the trash, those medicines can become lethal in the wrong hands.
Our hands. You may be finished with that medicine,
but those pills are making me real popular at school.
My brother James could think they're candy. Our dog loves to get in the garbage, and those meds can make him sick or worse.
So stop. There are better ways to dispose of your unused meds.
There are lots of police stations, local pharmacies, and hospitals that are approved to take in unused meds and dispose of them safely.
Disposal sites are close by.
It's easy, and it's the right thing to do. For us. The ones you love.
To find a medicine disposal site near you, visit www.safe.pharmacy.
We all see lots of commercials, but boy, that was a really well done commercial with some fine looking young adults.
Good stuff.
And the bottom line is, if there are less drugs available in the homes for people to try to break in and get, the better it is.
Yeah, a lot of them could be, criminals breaking into the house looking for. We've had tons of those complaints, people breaking in the house, but also it could be family members abusing them.
Yes.
It could be anyone within the house abusing those pills. So we do want to get them off of not necessarily streets, but get them out of these houses unused, and we can dispose of them properly.
Okay, so now you've collected them here at St. Clair City Hall, and the City Hall is open from 7:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. You've now collected them. What happens to them then?
So at that point, we partnered with the DEA to bring the drug take-back day to St. Clair PD. So twice a year, this April, I believe it's April 25th, and in October, there's 2 drug take-back days a year. Once we partner with the DEA, we do the drug take-back day, and we take all those medications we received from the past 6 months and that day, and we take them down to the DEA office, and they'll dispose of them properly.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have to pay for anything. The city doesn't have to pay for anything to dispose them properly. It's all through the DEA.
Okay. The last time you were here, we were talking about the parking lot here at St. Clair City Hall, 547 North Kearney.
Yeah.
Some changes have been made in cameras, and talk to me about that again.
Yeah, just the safe spot. We made a safe location. So if people are doing transactions online on Facebook, different marketplaces online, they can come to our parking lot and they can feel safe. That this parking lot has 360 coverage to it. So if you make that purchase online and you're not quite sure if you want that person to come over your house, or you're not quite sure if you meet at a gas station, is there a video camera watching us? You can come to our PD. You can make that transaction. And if there is something suspicious that happens, at least we got a vehicle description, a plate. And if you made the purchase through Facebook, we can kind of go that route too. But you should feel safe coming to our parking lot.
I had an incident happen to me one night. I was working late here, and I left, and there was a guy driving in the drive, and
wasn't a police car, was it?
No, it wasn't a police car. It was a blue pickup truck, and he sort of looked at me, and I looked at him, and he rolled down his window, and he said, "Are you here for the helicopter?" And I went,
"Oh yeah,
it must be those new cameras." I said, "No, I'm not buying a helicopter, but
down the street."
Yeah, it's next block over. Next block over.
No, but we've had great, a positive feedback from the community with this stuff, especially through Facebook. A lot of people are really excited about this, that they know they can go to their local PD and feel safe there. And we want people to use it. Adjacent communities, please use it.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
Okay, so let's go back to the CVS, and we want to thank them for their partnership.
Yep, so CVS and Drug Free America have partnered up to purchase this box for us. And then we also team up with the DEA to, destroy the medications once we do, collect them all. Okay.
Corporal, I'll get it right this time.
Thanks
Ennis.
Again, Paul. Thanks for having me on.
That's his man. That's his name. We'll be back with our next segment in just a second. Welcome back. We have the honor of having a guest that we love to have, Denise Brooks. Welcome back.
How are you, Paul?
Nice to see you. Denise, in case you don't know, is with the Blue Water YMCA up in beautiful Port Huron, with the gorgeous facility, gorgeous building, and you always have great things going on. So we're lucky to have you come down and talk to us for a few minutes about the Blue Water YMCA. Tell me what's happening.
Well, all kinds of great things are happening. One of the things, we just finished 2019.
Yep.
And so we're in the process of issuing our impact report for the year.
Okay.
And a couple of key statistics that people, the statistics are kind of dry, but we serve 1 out of every 8 people in St. Clair and Sanilac counties.
I'm going to have the control room throw up that first slide.
Okay.
And we can take a look at it here. It should be, they'll put it up on the back there too. There it goes.
Yep.
Well, okay, now I'll go through the numbers.
Well, I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll highlight a couple of them. So we have 1 out of every 8 people in St. Clair and Sanilac counties uses the Y in some way, which is huge. We have, and you can see, we do a lot of things with youth. 8,522 youth use the Y in one way or another, which is actually as many kids as in our biggest school district.
Yeah,
in the county.
yeah, that's right.
So, you know, we're fortunate we have that opportunity to just have a tremendous impact, not just on adults, but on kids as well, which is a big part of our mission, which is youth development. So another area, and we were talking about it a little bit as you look at the pictures in the background and stuff here, you know, just the huge potential for safety around water in our swim lessons. You know, city rec programs offer a lot of swim lessons during the summer, which is a wonderful thing. We also offer swim lessons in our pools year round. And then what we've been doing the past few years is offering a program called Safety Around Water, which is actually a free program. And this past year, through a gift through the Community Foundation and the Jerry Kramer Spartan Fund, we've actually been giving away, when people complete the class, it's a 4-week class, they complete it, they get a t-shirt on completion, and they get a life jacket.
Oh my God.
So
a life jacket too?
A life jacket too.
Wow.
So just a great opportunity for kids and adults. We've had grandparents come in with their grandkids to take the class. You know, maybe grandma or grandpa aren't comfortable with the water, and so it's a great way for them to learn how to be safe around the water as well. So it's really very family oriented. We've got a session coming up in March, and then we'll be offering in the spring as well.
Okay, let's talk about this is a picture of water in a pool. Where is that? That's part
That's
of
at
your pool?
RY, yep. That's at
You were
RY.
talking to Don Ennis, or Corporal Don Ennis, before we went on the air, and you said that the pool area is 14,000 square feet?
Yes, yep. We have a
That's
competition
staggering.
pool and a recreation pool with slides and water features and a lazy river, and so yeah, lots of fun stuff.
Lots of fun. There's another great shot of kids.
Yep.
All right, this is a picture of your facility.
So this past year, we've invested about $850,000 into the Y, and a big portion of that was doing some repair on the pool roof, repainting the entire pool roof, replacing or updating all of the lights in the building, over 3,000 light fixtures.
Oh my God.
Retrofitting or kind of upgrading the slides themselves. So the blue slides were all updated and upgraded.
Okay, let's see the next one here. And there's the completed project.
Absolutely.
That is gorgeous. Right down front here is an important part of it that people really love, which is the beginning of the lazy river, right?
Yep, the lazy river, and we've got where you can see the wheel and the yellow colorful things. Those are all buckets and sprays and kids' toys there. We also have zero barrier entry into the recreation pool, so you can see that ramp going in the front. So people with wheelchairs or that need other access assistance can, and we actually have an aquatic wheelchair, so can get into the pool that way and then participate in classes and activities.
So you do have a slide, indoor slide.
2 of them.
2 of them.
Yep.
And that people are familiar going to the Frankenmuth or other spots, they can have that. But this is a similar kind of a thought.
So you can just come to Port Huron and do it instead of spending all the money to go up there.
Do the same thing.
Yep.
Okay. The impact we talked about, safety water. You've got classes coming up the beginning of March 7th. How do I get involved in those?
So all you have to do, you can actually go online and register online on our website for the Safety on Water program, bluewaterymca.com. You can call the Y and register that way, or you can stop by.
For those that have never been to the Y, and that's 2 people in the county, where are you located?
So we're located in the southern part of Port Huron. It is kind of the entrance to the parking structure is off White and Military Street.
Right.
So we're part of the Desmond Landing development.
And it's a fairly new building, maybe
12 years old.
12 years old already?
Already, yeah.
12 years old
already.
And it's beautiful inside and outside. And once you get there, you'll want to come back.
Yeah.
It's very warm and friendly.
It's a lot of fun. It's a good place to be. It's one of those places everybody wants to come to.
You've got coming up in April and May, Open Arms Annual Campaign. What's that?
So our Open Arms campaign, we are a nonprofit organization. We do a tremendous amount of mission-based work with our Catch Kids clubs, Safety Around Water, Live Strong at the YMCA, which is a program for cancer patients, are 3 examples of things that are funded through the Open Arms campaign. So we do a fundraising campaign every year. We will be out asking people for gifts during the April-May timeframe, and then on May 30th, we have Bike for the Y, which is just a great event. It's lots of fun. Blue Water Young Professionals is working with us on that. They run the event. It is groups of 3 teams competing against each other at different time frames. 5 members on a team, 4 people on the bikes, and 1 who acts as the coach, and they can switch that up. But it's kind of like an amazing race. So people get challenges, like a team will get pulled off and they have to complete a challenge.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And then they can get back on their bike. And the goal is how much money you can raise or how many miles you can go as a team.
Okay. And anybody can enter that.
You have to sign up as a team,
right.
But you can contact the Y and ask for Liz Sawilski, and we are still recruiting teams for that. And the event will take place May 30th.
Okay. Are you involved in the Leprechaun?
We are the Leprechaun Loop.
That's what I thought.
So we're the first race of the new Blue Water Run series.
Well, we've had a couple of guests in here this last month or so. We had Deb Johnson was here a week ago to talk about the Run for Recovery, and then the guy that donated the mugs to us from here in St. Clair, from the Artful Dodger.
Okay. Yep.
He came along and talked to us about you get a jacket if you go to all 5. So it's a
all
good all 6.
So the Leprechaun Loop is coming up March 14th. That Saturday, March 14th. And if you want to be in the running for the jacket and be part of that event, you need to sign up for the Leprechaun Loop. You don't have to do the 5K or the 10K. You can run, you can walk. The whole purpose is just to get people out moving, and also featuring 6 of our local nonprofits.
Yeah, and it gets people out moving around the county too.
Absolutely.
There's one in Algonac, one and we got in Port Huron, and one in St. Clair, so that it gets everybody out and moving.
Just come
have fun.
It's a
great place you got there, young lady.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Have we missed anything?
Not from the Y perspective.
Oh, well, let's talk about your other project, your other hat, which is up at the Lighthouse. What's going on up there?
Fort Gratiot Light Station County Park. We're currently working on renovations to the actual Coast Guard Station building now, which is the big multi-story white building. So
Coast Guard built a new building 15 years ago, maybe? 20 years ago, or maybe
not that. I don't think that long ago, but maybe 15. I'm trying to remember exactly. So they have a beautiful new facility, and turned over, the federal government turned over the old historic station to the county park system. Okay. So it's part of the county park system.
So this facility, was it empty when, or is
yes. Once the Coast Guard moved, it was empty.
And it's been empty for a while.
It's been empty for a while, and now we've done the, so where the museum store is, that was all renovated. We've worked on the duplex building, we've worked on the fog signal building, the lights tower itself, the lighthouse itself. So now we're turning our attention to the station building and starting both restoration and renovation. And one of the things that's really cool, I should have brought a picture with me, we actually, in taking down paneling, found a mural that one of the Coasties had painted on the wall, and it's a really cool thing. So
I saw that in the Times Herald or someplace. Yeah. It's a great picture, and what a find.
Yeah, it's interesting in that entire room. As you pull down paneling, you'd find notes about who was president, and different, like the chain of command in the Coast Guard, and rock and roll bands from the era, just all kinds of graffiti back there. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, so you have a committee that's doing it, or just you and your husband?
No, it's a group called the Friends of the Fort Gratiot Light. And so our job is twofold. We help with restoration, so where we can gather volunteers and things that are appropriate for volunteers to work on, we do that. But then we also raise money through things like Blue Water Sand Fest and events like that. Those funds go to help fund those restoration projects.
What will the building be used for?
The building will be used ultimately for the overnights programs on the station, so it'll be a mix. There'll be some space that will be restored, and then there's space that will be renovated. So the entire building will not be back to the 1930s. Part of it will, and then part of it will be functional space for programming and overnights and things like that. So, yeah.
How much longer do you think it'll take to restore it?
Oh,
a couple years?
This project's going to take some time. Yeah, it's a big project.
Okay.
It's a big project, and there's funding that we have to raise for it. But if you're interested in supporting it, you can volunteer. You can go fortgratiotlight.org and log on and let us know you'd like to volunteer, or you can come out to Sandfest and support us that way.
Sandfest is
the beginning of August.
Beginning of August.
We moved it a little bit.
And been growing every year.
Yep. It's a wonderful event. Master sand sculptors from around North America that come and 15-ton.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, how many tons of sand did you bring in?
It's 500 plus tons of sand through Mid-Michigan Materials that gets brought in. And
what happens to that sand? Does it stay?
No, actually it gets distributed out. The county has used it at Fort Gratiot Light Station, County Park. First couple years we actually had some down on the Riverwalk by the Y. So where we need to have sand, City of Port Huron has gotten something for Lakeside Beach in the past. So kind of it all gets scooped up and repurposed.
Well, you've got a full plate as you always do.
Lots of fun stuff.
Lots of fun stuff. So, but the key, the first part of it is that it's a YMCA impact is coming up, and we can, you know, see what you guys have done over the years. But you also are going to have a fundraiser coming up, so we can see how much money we can use to support you.
Absolutely. So we can keep helping kids and
March 7th is the time to start thinking about water safety, and come on up and get some free lessons.
Absolutely.
Denise, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back in just a second. Well, we've had a pretty good winter this year, and we haven't had too many snow days for the students. Well, that's a bad side, but for the other side, the principal side and the administrator side, sometimes you wonder, what's a principal do when there's a snow day? Well, the principal at Holy Cross Elementary School in Marine City sent us a short video about what a principal does. Let's take a look.
Hi, Crusaders. Well, you're off on your snow day. I'm here working hard. Making sure Bob gets fed. Quiet critter for you. Quiet critter for you. Quiet critter for you. Quiet critter for you. With cake for him and soup for me. Happy once, happy twice, happy chicken soup with rice.
Betsy Davenport, the principal of Holy Cross Elementary School in Marine City, telling us exactly what happens on a snow day when the kids are out playing. What do principals do? That's thanks, Betsy, for sending that along to us. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. And till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.